Hey guys, fragrance alternatives that smell like expensive fragrances. Starts with Creed Himalaya. A billionaire, a millionaire wouldn't even think twice of the price of this. As of right now, the department store price of this is $800 something for the biggest one they sell, and this size is over $500. They don't care. I'm gonna teach you how to smell like a millionaire for less. This Himalaya came out in 2002. Oliver Creed created it because he himself most likely was a multi-millionaire and travels through expeditions in the Himalayan mountains, which has got so many regions kind of near Everest, a couple hundred miles away from Mount Everest, to give you an idea. So when you think of these regions, you're thinking of ice cold. What is ice cold? Kind of metallic. How does this start out? Metallic, and it's a soft citrus with some pepper in it. You can 100% at the first smell, it might turn you off if you're not familiar with fragrances. Now, did you know Creed in 2000, let's start out, say 2006, their popularity just started skyrocketing with this one, Silver Mountain Water, Green Irish Tweed, of course, plateauing when they made that lovely Creed Aventus fragrance, which is, we'll talk about that another day. Back to this one. You can wear this in the office. You can get 5 hours off it. You can get 8-10 hours if you spray your shirt. It's non-offensive. I actually wore this on an 8-hour road trip with people in the car, and it was great, actually. I mean, it was comforting and soothing, but you're dealing with a powdery dry down, which was awesome. It's elegant, but maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's not the most mass appealing. But if you wanted to smell like this cheaper, find yourself Paco Rabanne XS, and more specifically the older one. They did rebottle the XS into this new bottle, and it's still the same, but the formulation's slightly different. Next fragrance we're going to talk about is this cool fragrance, Ariana Grande Rem. Have you ever heard of that one? Rem has got caramel notes and fruit notes, and some people say it smells like this thing called Cloud. Nope, it doesn't. This is its own fragrance, and if you're a guy looking for a fragrance for your girlfriend, 25 to 45, and you have a youthful girlfriend, she will love this. Maybe you don't, yeah, it tastes good enough to eat. Maybe she doesn't like Ariana Grande, so people don't like fragrances. They won't support an artist that they don't care for. However, this fragrance smells like coffee break, Maison Margiela, but uses coffee instead of, it uses coffee milk instead of caramel, which is the same, and it's very close to that smell. And while we're on the note of Ariana Grande, you can get Cloud. Ariana Grande Cloud can be worn by men. It's only $40 or $50 for these big bottles. It comes in this cool box. Cloud smells like Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, another $500 fragrance. Also, I found this high-end fragrance called London Oud No. 3 from Paris. I don't know anything about it. I blind bought it and I opened it and smelled it. It's identical dupe of Baccarat Rouge on an elegant scale. It's about $70. But then if you want to go real cheap and find one, so this one's the sweet one. This is a very authentic one, and this one, like, totally, it's a Reefs fragrance. I just discovered them in 2018. I was blown away because it was like $35, and it smells like Baccarat Rouge, and it looks exactly like the bottle. So there's that. As I was going through these female fragrances, I found this one called Versace Dillon Turquoise for women. If you want to smell like light blue Dolce Gabbana, this is a brand new release. It's pretty cool. This one isn't like the cheaper version of anything. I'm just letting you guys know that this is out there, and it smells awesome. Light blue. It's got some pink pepper in the middle, sets it off tight. Like, man, this smells so good for hot weather. Speaking of Versace, have you ever heard of Versace Eros? This was hard to find, because since I found this in 2018, I blind bought this Imperial Blue. It's by the same company called Reefs. I didn't even know what it was, so I tried it and sprayed it on a few months ago and realized, guess what? This is identical 1000% to this, and it's like Versace Eros Intense, and it lasts just as long. It's just stronger. It's like more intense. All the notes are intensified, and that's pretty good. Then, speaking of intense things, this is the #1 strongest Creed Aventus fragrance. I will wear this today. I'm scared to pull the trigger. It's so strong. Lasting 8 to 10 hours. Lots of good feedback. It's brand new to the United States. All the research on these fragrances were done in the United States. So we started off with Creed, we went into REM, then we went into some Francis Kirk Dillon, and we ended off with Versace and the Versace clone. And now we end it back with Creed Aventus clone called Not Only Intense. They also make one that's very, very cheap called Silver Supremacy. This one's simply called Silver Supremacy, Not Only Intense, and I recommend you get this if you want the most powerful Creed Aventus fragrance clone.